Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Carr right away going to look to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Takes it to about the 37.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
4th down, Howell.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
first half,
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The Giants at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. On 1st down, Howell.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
On the give, this is their fullback. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And there will not be a return. return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
23 yards, the final tally. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Carr. He finds Corey Davis.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, Carr. And that is caught. It's Davis. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Carr now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the first down.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. To throw again on second down. Powell. He completes it to Beckham.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the... In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 27, Howell. And I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Howell. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown catch in the victory. We'll stay in the NFC East as we head down to the great state of Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Matthew Stafford leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half for the end?
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Howell throwing on first down here. Flushed out right. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First down, Howell to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell escaping the... Oh, Howell loses it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aiden Hutchinson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. He finds his target, Beckham.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Here's a give up the middle. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Here comes Reynolds as they try the jet sweep.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw his Carr. Got his man. It's Williams.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the 41, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams,
33 yards.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Powell, he'll look to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back to throw. Howell.
Flush to his right.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Howell.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Remember, they have won 3 straight. 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Carr now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Carr. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Corey Davis, 37 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Singletary to get the drive started. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. Beckham. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So now a carry here for their fullback. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing here, Howell. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Howell. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. Touchdown, Giants. Jerron Johnson from 19 yards away. And the Giants are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.